What is up, guys? My name is Stan or Mitchell, and I had to make a video tonight. Wanted to, let me just say, you ever read a book that was so amazing that you're just angry that you didn't read it like 5-10 years earlier? Because that's the kind of book I just recently read. And the book I'm talking about, I don't know if you can see that, is Discipline Equals Freedom, a field manual written by Jocko Willink. For those who don't know, Jocko Willink is a Navy SEAL, retired, probably one of the baddest men on the planet. He's no joke. He's got a podcast and he's written several books. And I wanted to talk about the one of his I recently read, which, as I said, is called Field Manual, Discipline Equals Freedom. So I got 3 main ideas from the book that I wanted to go over, but there are literally a dozen things that I wanted to talk about from the book, and I know that there's not time. So before we start, big shout out to my fellow Marines out there, all the other members of the armed forces, first responders across the country. And for those who don't know, obviously my name is Stan or Mitchell. I've written 10 books, sold 70,000 copies so far. Thank you guys for that. If you're a fan of Tom Clancy, Vince Flynn, or James Patterson, then you'll probably like my books. They were huge influences, and my style is pretty similar to theirs. So let's talk about the book. So, Discipline Equals Freedom, Field Manual. So one of the main points of the book, clearly it's the title of the book, is Jocko talks about to no end that he says, what's the life hack? How do you become stronger, smarter, faster, healthier? How do you become better? How do you achieve true freedom? There is only one way, the way of discipline. And one of the main themes that he pushes throughout the book is that it's not supposed to be easy. There are no, you always see these BuzzFeed articles and clickbait articles about all the easy ways to do things, and the truth is most of them are kind of sugar-coated lies. There doesn't really exist any easy way to get anything done in life. You got to work harder than those around you. I think everyone already knows that, but I've read lots of books on discipline, and I'm not sure what he does differently, but this book motivated me 100 times more than any that I've read, and it has caused me to start waking up far earlier than I used to, and doing some things that I didn't used to do. So let me read just a portion of his book from the section on discipline. He says, where does discipline come from? This is a simple answer. Discipline comes from within. Discipline is an internal force. Self-discipline comes when you decide to make a mark on the world. So where does it come from? It comes from you. So make the decision, make the commitment, become the discipline. Embrace its cold and relentless power, and it will make you better and stronger and smarter and faster and healthier than anyone else. And most important, it will make you free. And actually, I should have probably added that he talks about that, we're all looking for financial security or better health or better relationships. And his entire premise of the book is that the only way that you achieve those things is through discipline. So let me just continue reading just a little bit. He says, I do not accept that I am average or that I am what I am. No, I do not accept that. I'm fighting. I'm always fighting. I'm struggling, and I'm scraping and kicking and clawing at those weaknesses to change them, to stop them. Some days I win, but some days I don't. But each and every day, I get back up and I move forward with my fists clenched toward the battle, toward the struggle. So that's just a small little part about the discipline. I haven't done a good job relaying, but I assure you, the book is amazing on its sections about discipline. So let's move to the second point, waking up early. one of the things that he talks about, and I know myself, you're always trying to find time to create, to chase your dream. We all have family commitments, we all have work commitments, we all have all kinds of things in life that are trying to take your time, and they're things you need to do, obviously. But he says the only time that is purely yours is early in the morning, and he, spend some time in the book explaining why you should use that time to chase your dream. Okay, let's see. I was thinking about reading a small section of that, but let me just read a small part. He talks about, it's not easy to wake up early. It's not fun. He gives strategies for doing it, but he said, discipline can seem like your worst enemy, but in reality, it is your best friend. It will take care of you like nothing else can, and it will put you on the path to strength and health and intelligence and happiness. And most important, discipline will put you on the path to freedom. And he talks about, like I said, his strategies for the easiest way to begin the transition to waking up early. Been doing it for a good week or two now. It's pretty simple how he explains it. I probably don't have time to explain it here, but trust me, buy the book, it explains it. And then finally, the best part that I wanted to talk about from the book was he has a big section on adversity and setbacks. And he talks about how does he deal with that. And he says one of the ways the way he deals with it is with a single word, which is good. So no matter what bad thing might be happening to you in life, he talks about it's good. And I want to read that part because it's pretty amazing. He says, how do I deal with setbacks, failures, delays, or other disasters? I actually have a fairly simple way of dealing with these situations, summed up in one word: good. When things are going bad, there's going to be some good that come from it. Oh, mission got canceled? Good. We can focus on another one. Didn't get the new high-speed gear we wanted? Good. We can keep it simple. Didn't get promoted? Good. More time to get better. Didn't get funded? Good. We own more of the company. Didn't get the job you wanted? Good. Go out, gain more experience, build a better resume. Got injured? Good. Needed a break from training. Got tapped out? Good. It's better to tap out in training than to tap out on the street. Got beat? Good. We learned something. Unexpected problems? Good. We have the opportunity to figure out a solution. And he says that's it. When things are going bad, don't get all bummed out. Don't be startled or surprised. Don't get frustrated. Just look at the issue and say good. Talks a little bit more about it, but he basically ends that section by saying if you can say the word good at the end, no matter what is being said, then that means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. It means you still got a chance to chase that dream. You still got some fight left in you. So as he says, get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage, go out on the attack. So that's just 3 parts of the book I wanted to highlight. The book is amazing. I read it very quickly. I've already reread it. I have highlighted massive amounts of the sections, and most importantly, I am living parts of it. So if you have not read it, if you've not heard of it, you need to go check it out. It talks about everything, some deep parts too. It's about way more than just discipline. There's a section about death. There's obviously some sections about making yourself mentally tougher. It's about motivation. It's about food and eating. Exercise, huge part about exercise. So anyway, loaded with motivation, and I highly, highly recommend it. So go get the book. You won't regret it. I've already told 2 of my Marine friends they should go buy it. I've even told them if they buy it and they don't like it, I will send them the money to cover it. I will send them $20, which is more than what the book even costs. Those are 2 of my closest friends. So if I would say that to them, I'm telling you, the book will change your life. You can also check out Jocko Willink on his podcast, something called, he just named Jocko Podcast. He's been putting those out for years. That's where I originally came across him, and I've been listening to him for years. They're everyone worth listening to. With that, appreciate everyone's support. Appreciate the emails, the tweets, all the support you guys have been bringing. Really appreciate it. It means a lot. And I always kind of jokingly say that if you guys keep buying my books, I'll keep writing them. So, simplify to my fellow Marines out there. Big thanks to all the military members, all the first responders across the country. Really appreciate what y'all are doing.